Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Pride Month is gone, but we are still here. We're celebrating. Listen, this is a single show. Why am I screaming? Woosah. Um, this is a single show. If you're single, you can click the request button to join. If you're in a relationship, if y'all got to open one, y'all both got to come on. We want to make sure everything is transparent. But make sure you have good lighting, connect to your Wi-Fi, get on Do Not Disturb, and have some good energy, all right? If you are a shooter and you're watching, I want y'all to show the people how we welcome our shooters. Let me bring the first person on. I think this is Caleb, and then Cedric. I got you next. Is it maybe Jackson? I'm bringing you on, and then I see who was next? I saw over there. Yeah, Cedric. I saw you next. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, did it work? Did it work? Is Instagram acting weird? Caleb, wave at me in the comment section. I'll try to bring you on that way. Sometimes Instagram is weird. Hmm. Um, did it work for him? No, it didn't. Instagram hates me. I tell y'all that. I tell y'all that. Let's see. Okay, I see you. Hmm. And sometimes you have to make sure you update your app so that you can come on. If you don't update your app, sometimes Instagram won't let certain people on, but sometimes they will, sometimes they won't. Mm, mm, mm. Let's see something. It says you're unable to join, Caleb. So you have to update your app, restart it, and then come on. So try that, and then I'll bring you on. Yeah, I always try to update my app right before I come on here, so there's no issues with Instagram. But let's go to hello, 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 Cedric.
Oh, that was quick.
Yeah. Well, I was
Man.
yeah, so I was going to bring on the other guy, but he needs to update his app. If you don't update your app, sometimes it just doesn't work. Yeah.
You know what? Sometimes that's okay. I started off for you. Happy Wednesday. Happy Pride Month. What's going on?
Hey, do me a favor. Because the light is behind you and it's hard to like see you. Yeah, much better. There you go. There you go. There you go. Can you prop it up somewhere?
I'll try. I'm actually working.
I,
So,
I know you are probably making some gorgeous
Yeah, I'm
garment
over here
over there.
working. Let's see if I can prop it up. Uh okay.
Well, you want to have the light. Yeah, you just yeah, perfect, perfect. Now you just gotta so they can see you. I want to make sure they can see you and not up your nose.
Okay.
Yes, yes. How's your Wednesday going?
My Wednesday is going really well.
Mhm.
I work today, so I mean, first of the month, bills are it's another month for get them bills out.
You look that mortgage, that rent is due. You got to pay it,
The
right?
mortgage is definitely due, right?
Oh, what? No, this is your first time on the show, right?
This is my second actually. My first time was like 3 years ago, maybe 2 years
Hmm.
ago.
Okay.
Definitely pandemic.
Oh wow, wow. So you were way, way, way back then. Okay, like 2020, 2021.
Yes.
Okay, what was your experience when you came on?
I didn't get a lot of hits. Maybe like two people reached out
Mhm.
that were not compatible with me.
Two people who reached out to you, but they were not compatible at all.
No.
Okay. Do you feel like you articulated well what you wanted, or like do you feel like you need to be a little bit more clear?
That probably could have played a role.
Okay.
A lot of nerves,
Mhm.
so you don't get to say what you're really thinking. So today's a better day.
Mhm. Mhm.
You see me in a new light.
Mhm.
Allow me to reintroduce myself, because life's experience changes us. So hello to the new and improved me.
We're looking forward to this, Cedric. Okay, okay, perfect.
Yeah, absolutely.
So last month it was Pride Month, and we were sharing coming out stories. Can you share your coming out story for us?
that's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay, so I grew up in the South,
Mhm.
religious family and stuff like that. So I was always in a box
Mm.
internally. So my personality that I have right now, the Cedric that you're experiencing right now,
Mm.
the bubbly portion, the unapologetic me, that wasn't me. So I was always trying to be more butch,
Mhm.
to let people know that I'm not gay, I'm straight. Even then, if I was attracted to a woman, I would have had a baby just to
Mm.
prove that I wasn't gay.
Mhm. Mhm.
So my coming out story, when I was going to college, I got tired of always um I got tired of always lying. Like, well, where's your girlfriend at?
Mhm.
You got a girlfriend? Or when I came back home from school and stuff like that. So finally, I just told my mom. Like one time, I came home from school. I just told her, and I was just like, "I'm going to Atlanta." And she's like, "What you going for?" And I was like, "I'm going to go to the gay club." She was like, "So you gay?" Like, so
Mhm.
I just came out and told her, because at that point, like, I depended on her for nothing. Like,
Mhm.
I was an adult. I was paying my own bills.
Mhm.
I was like, why am I lying to people, who I don't have to depend on,
Yeah.
per se. So
Yeah.
I just came out and told her. It wasn't an easy process at first, but now we're good girlfriends.
She's a good girlfriend. Do you think she knew? Do you think she knew already?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, okay, so she was kind of just
I
waiting for
had
you to tell
boyfriends
her.
that used to call the house, and she would say like, "Why he keep calling? Like, Cedric? Something wrong with that man? He keep calling here." I say, "Mom, we talking about band stuff." You
And y'all
like,
talking lovey dovey. So she knew. She
yes,
probably picked the phone up and heard some of it. That's what probably what
yeah,
happened.
perhaps she did, but she definitely knew. But she
Okay.
didn't want her only son to be gay.
Look. I would say it's good to have a gay, independent, successful son. Like I'm sure you said she's happy with it, and she's your good Judy now.
Yes, we're good girlfriends
I
right now.
love
Yeah,
that. I love that. Okay. Okay.
absolutely.
So I know Cedric. You all. Cedric is in Atlanta. Now Cedric, we got to ask people: are you single?
I'm single. Yes.
Like single, single.
Like single, single.
Okay. Like, does anybody think they're in a relationship with you?
No one thinks they're in a relationship with me at all.
Okay.
Like, I'm not texting anyone on a regular basis. I'm not going out to eat. Nobody's coming over spending the night.
Okay.
Like single, single.
Okay. We're gonna change that. We're gonna change it. Okay. Okay. So tell us.
Absolutely. I'm optimistic.
Okay. Tell us how old are you?
I'm 35. I'll be 36 September 29th.
Okay. Scorpio? Is that Scorpio?
Libra.
Libra. Okay. So it's a Libra. Okay. Um, tell us how tall are you and about how much do you weigh, Cedric?
I'm 5'9", 5'8" ish.
Mhm.
190.
Okay. And the gays want to know sexually because we're talking about compatibility because you're looking for compatibility.
Absolutely.
So sexually, are you more top, bottom, verse, or side?
So I would like to, if we're gonna say that, I would say I prefer to call myself an oral versatile top.
Oral, versatile, top. Y'all got to make sure y'all let the people know you do oral. I feel like if you ain't doing oral, you ain't gonna find a man. Okay, like
Yes, man, that's how I feel. Right.
okay.
But
So
you gotta do it. But you
versatile.
gotta do it. But you gotta do it right.
How do you do it right, Cedric?
I'm just you. That that depends on the person. Every, everybody has everybody likes something different.
Are you like a little tongue? Are you a little oozer? Are you like all over sloppy? What is it? A dry?
Whatever the occasion call for.
Okay, whatever it's called.
Sometimes you can't be all wet and stuff when you got to leave and go somewhere.
Not messing
You
up
gotta
their
read.
clothes.
Gotta read the room. You
Okay.
say what?
You said not messing their clothes up with the sloppy
Yeah,
coffee.
you get what I'm saying?
Okay. Now, have you heard of gay math?
No.
I'm gonna teach you something new because you're supposed to be an old
Okay.
school shooter. You're supposed to know this.
Okay, right.
Yeah,
Gay man.
yeah.
Okay.
So in the last 12 months, Cedric, what percentage did you top? What percentage did you bottom?
Out of 100%.
What? Yes, yes,
Or like, how does
100%.
it go?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So I would say 80-20
80% you did what?
top.
And then 20% bottom. Okay. It's given
Mhm.
verse top. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's how you calculate, what somebody is. You go on a date with them, you ask them like last 12 months, what percentage?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So it's given verse top. Now tell us, what type of work do you do?
By profession, I'm a tailor.
Mhm.
I make custom suits and tuxedos. Also here recently, within the last year, I took on a position at a nonprofit, and I serve as an outreach specialist and a peer support specialist for a Vision for Hope nonprofit in College Park, Georgia.
Oh yeah, I'm familiar with them. What's this guy's name?
Yeah.
What's the idiot's name? Is it Craig? Is it
His
Craig?
name is Dwayne
Dwayne.
Crowder.
Dwayne. Yep. 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 Okay. Nice. So, but I've seen some of the garments you've made. So, how long have you been a tailor?
I've been a tailor seriously for like the last like 7 years.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
Mhm.
And then what type of stuff do you like? What's your go to or like your specialty?
My go-to specialty, I specialize in structured garments.
Hmm.
So I do a lot of suiting and tuxedos.
Okay. And is that on your
Okay.
page? Is that on your page?
Yes, my some of my work is on my page.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Nice. Nice. Y'all make sure y'all check him out. Okay. And then you do outreach at a nonprofit, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. What was I gonna say? Yeah. A vision for hope. Yeah, I know a lot of the folks. What's the best friends on Old
Yes.
National?
So I'm at Best Friends every Friday night. I'm doing testing in the sweet spot.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay, okay. Yeah, they got the good
Yeah.
strippers over there, y'all. Yeah, that's what
Yes, they have the great strippers, the good drinks.
it's on the south side. Some of y'all
You know,
bougie.
this past week for National HIV Testing Day, we gave away Cowboy Carter tickets.
I should have came and got a ticket. I should have. I
Yeah.
bought my ticket already, but I should have came. Yeah, okay, okay. So tell them your Instagram handle and spell it for us, please.
So my Instagram handle is Krishan Star One. That's ChrisHawnStarr1.
Okay. All right, you all. This is Cedric. Cedric lives in Atlanta. He is 35. He's 5'9", 190 pounds. He is a Libra team verse top. He's a tailor and an outreach worker. If you have questions for him, as I clap and say it, use the question function. Put it in the chat. I do not have my glasses on today or my contacts, so I'm gonna be squinting a little bit. But if you want to wave at any time, you can come on and ask him a question. I definitely want someone to wave in the comment section, and I'll bring you on to ask him a question. All
Okay,
right.
so that's new. Last time, no one came on to, or that wasn't an option for people to come on and ask questions and
It-
stuff like that.
do you want somebody to come on and ask you a question?
Yes.
Let's look, people. He said he wants somebody to come on and ask him a question.
Right. Talk to me. I'm an open book. I provide a safe space, non-judgmental.
Okay. So tell us, give us three characteristics that you might want in a potential partner.
Oh, I want a great listener. I want someone that's spontaneous and God fearing.
Okay, he got to know the Lord, huh?
He definitely got to know the Lord. I want a praying man
Okay,
because
okay,
I'm a pray for you. You
okay.
get what I'm saying? Right.
Now, what's the longest relationship you've been in, Cedric?
I would say like 3 years.
3 years. Okay. And do you want to get married? Do you want to have children?
I would love to get married. I can't wait to design my own tuxedo for my wedding. Like I cannot wait.
You're like, listen, you want to design it so you can walk down the aisle and just yeah.
The whole nine, and I'm talking about from beginning to end, like my robe for while I'm getting dressed, my best men, their suits and tuxedos. I can't wait.
Okay.
Can't
Now,
wait to make my mom's gown to walk me down. Like you get what I'm
so
saying?
when I got married, both of our mothers walked us down the aisle for our
Right.
ceremony because both of our dads passed away. So we're like, oh, we'll just get our moms to do it. Well, not my mom did, and then his aunt did. Yeah. So we had to walk us down. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to put my mom in a nasty gown to walk me down the aisle.
So tell me tell people how is the dating scene for like you and others in Atlanta? Because I have my own viewpoint about like what it's like to date in Atlanta, but what do you think about it?
Well, I think I'm optimistic,
Mhm,
so I don't have anything bad to say because
mhm,
I love love.
mhm, mhm,
I do think that people aren't transparent,
mhm,
that they are, if you don't have it this week, just say you ain't got it this week. It's a lot of material, like superficial people,
mhm,
people with labels and stuff who really can't afford it. So once you look past that, or once you really get into conversations with people and seeing how they move on a daily and where
mhm.
they're living and how they are really with their finances and going out to restaurants and stuff, you start seeing the real them.
Yeah.
So Atlanta is full of unreal people. Like,
It's we call it smoke and
it's full of,
mirrors. Smoke and mirrors.
yes, it's definitely smoke and mirrors.
Yeah.
And I've learned that when I come across those mirrors, like,
Mhm.
I have to keep walking.
Yeah, yeah. And I like how you said you have to just observe them, keep watch and see how they do because eventually the real side of them it comes out. But you
It
know,
comes out, right.
yeah, one thing I always say is just be yourself. Like you don't have to put on airs, you don't have to have a label. Like I'd rather you
Yeah, just be yourself.
have a house than Gucci or Louis. Like yeah,
Yes, absolutely.
get that mortgage. I think somebody might want to come on and ask you a question. We'll see. If you wave in the comment section, people, that means you want to come on and ask a question. So if you wave, that means I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm bringing you on. Um, okay, so you do want to get married. Do you want to have children?
I would love to have children. Maybe one, maybe two.
Okay, okay. So since we talked about
But I don't
Atlanta,
want to. I do not want to be single having children though.
yeah, that would be a lot. Yeah, that would be a lot. Does the guy have to live in Atlanta? Or are you open to other cities?
I am open to other cities.
Okay. Like, where would you date?
Um, I could be bi-coastal.
So you would date
Uh,
somebody in California, 3 hour difference, like time zone.
Absolutely. That's what I have travel benefits, so I
Mm.
could be anywhere in the world at any time. With a career like mine, I'm able to schedule. I could sew from anywhere in the world.
Okay, okay. Somebody said, what position would your ideal partner be?
Ideally, I always dreamed that my partner would be a versatile bottom.
Okay, okay.
I don't mind. Here's the thing: as I get older and stuff, I don't really see myself spending that much time in the bathroom. For for lack of better term, and I'm just being real. I'm not even opposed
Yeah.
to.
Hmm, hmm,
I'm not opposed to bottoming for my man
hmm,
at all.
hmm,
But for somebody I'm just dating, or that doesn't show ways that they'll be around for long term,
hmm.
I'm not spending my time.
I'm
I
not
could be,
spending 30, 45 minutes in the bathroom. Yeah, yeah,
yes, I'm
yeah.
just not. I'm gonna still eat what I want to eat, and you can have the front. You like,
Now, could you date somebody who's a strict bottom?
no.
No. Okay, you want a little bit of on your birthday or Christmas, a little
I
something.
gotta be able to touch on you, and like I gotta be able to, like, I'm a bird watcher, so I'm gonna grab on the front, like all that good stuff.
Okay, okay.
You cannot be one of those no touch bottoms where I can't touch your private parts and you only just want your behind played
Oh,
with.
oh,
Like,
oh, yeah.
I don't want to be restricted.
Okay, okay, okay. You want to be freedom. Okay. What's a good
Yes,
age range? Like, what's the youngest? What's the oldest?
I say, and this isn't like set in
Mhm,
stone, because I really, if you show a level of maturity, like,
mhm,
I can go younger. I could go 25,
mhm,
but you have to be mature enough. I've met older guys who were immature.
mhm, mhm.
So I'll go 10 years up, ten years down.
Okay, so 25 to
25 to
45.
45.
Okay. What about like body type? What do you like?
I like health conscious guy. Like he doesn't have to be a bodybuilder. He doesn't have to be a twink either. But I don't want him to be like heavy D.
Okay, so just health conscious, average build, solid. Okay, okay,
Right. We can work out together.
but not heavy D. Heavy D, the rapper, was pretty big. Yeah,
Like yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Like he don't have to be like.
Okay, okay. Where are you originally from? They're hearing a country accent. They're saying.
I'm from Columbus, Georgia, born and raised. I went to college at Tuskegee University.
Oh, okay. Do you? My friend Jasper went there. Do you know Jasper? Ja-
I've I've I'm familiar with Jasper.
okay, okay. That's my good friend. Yes, I'm
Yeah,
my call.
okay.
Okay. Um. All right. So, what about race? What do you prefer?
I've never dated outside of my race. I'm open to it though.
Okay. So, typically you date black guys, but kind of open. Okay. Now, are you more
Hmm.
into like Joey's from Alabama? He's I think he went to Tuskegee also in the comment section. Um, are you more into like monogamy, open relationships, agreements, poly?
Okay, great question. So I prefer a partner that communicates.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So and so in communication we have to set boundaries.
Hmm, hmm,
And I am a monogamous person,
hmm,
but I'm not opposed to if we're out of the country or somewhere and we can invite a third
hmm,
in,
hmm.
but within boundary.
Okay.
You know, I'm not opposed to it, and now and that's not nothing that I have to have. If my partner is against inviting somebody in, then a monogamous relationship is what we'll have.
Hmm.
But I'm not opposed to us inviting in somebody on a birthday or I don't want to be I don't want it to be somebody that we see every weekend or at the club
You got to
or
bump into it, and they're all in your business. Cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
you get what I'm saying? Nothing like really planned. Like if it happens, it happens, but
Yeah.
if we have a strong bond, foundation, you know.
Okay, okay, okay. So they got questions for you. If y'all got questions for Cedric, use the question function. If you want to come on and ask him a question, wave. Now, people, I don't have my contacts in or my glasses on because if there's it shines and reflects. So I don't have my glasses on. So it's best that you use the question function. Okay. Let's see. There are a bunch in here. Let's see. Oh wow. Are you answering spicy questions?
Yes.
Spit or swallow?
Depends on the occasion. I've done both.
Okay, you've done both. Okay. Um. Oh, will your wedding suit be a cape or a train?
No, I prefer the more masculine look.
Okay.
I'm more traditional.
More traditional. Okay. Okay. Let me see if somebody is they coming to ask you a question. I think so. I think Jerome's coming to ask you a question. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Yep. Okay. Let's see. Hmm. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hey Lamont. Hey Cedric. How are you? I'm
Hey, what's going
Jerome.
on? How you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm really, really good.
Okay,
Happy
nice.
Wednesday.
So I just had a quick question, just out of curiosity. When it comes to like your family, like what is your relationship like with them, and then how important is it for your family to get along with the person that you are dating or in a relationship with?
So I'm really close to my family. They accept me for who I am. They love my bubbly personality. Like we have unfiltered conversations. We talk about everything outside of sex, relationships, church, life in general.
Mhm.
They feed into me, I feed into them. It's very important for my family to love on the person that I love on because that's what I do to their partners and their husbands and their wives and stuff like that. So I wouldn't want anything less for the person that I invite into the room.
Oh, that's fair.
They're an extension of me, so I want them to have be shown the same amount of love that they show me.
That's fair. Now, is it a deal breaker if your family don't get along well with your partner?
Absolutely not, because I'm gonna stand by my man. Whatever they stand by theirs. You get what I'm saying? If my uncle or my auntie get out of hand and stuff, they ain't getting a divorce because we said something that they didn't like.
Look, stand
That's
by your
fair.
That's just
man.
That's fair.
Put your
I'm gonna stand by
family
mine.
in a
That's
place to respect.
absolutely
That's fair. All right.
I've had
That,
to do that before.
oh, okay. And I noticed, and I noticed when dating men, there's a difference between the men in the north, where I'm from Milwaukee originally, right? So the men in the north versus the men that are in like the south, like there's a different connection with their
there's a
family.
different connection. Yes.
So yeah, I've noticed that. All right, well that's all I wanted to know. Thank
Oh,
you, I appreciate it.
Jerome,
Thank
is
you
he
so
your type?
much.
Well, I wouldn't know, but he seems like a decent guy. I mean, I wouldn't like
Oh,
not
decent
go
is
on.
kind of.
No, I'm saying from I
I'm
just
just
clicked on.
talking.
Well, I don't know you, and I just clicked on the live, but from everything I heard, it seems like a decent guy. But that's how it always seems like when you're dated, or
The
getting to know
representative
somebody.
is always good until you absolutely. I totally
Abs-
understand.
yeah,
But I'm
but
the
I
real.
wouldn't.
I'm the real thing though.
Okay, like I wouldn't mind going on a date. I'm in Atlanta too, so I wouldn't mind going on a date and filling things out. But he seems like a decent guy. That's refreshing because some guys come on here and you're like, oh, so that's decent to see. But hey,
Right.
I gotta go.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Y'all both own your own homes, good careers, good energy. Look, I didn't scare Jerome.
You made them nervous.
Jerome's a good guy. He's a good guy. Okay. Let me see what other questions they got up here. Uh,
Lamont, this is fun.
I have fun every Wednesday. That's why I'm always here. I'm always here. Hey Danielle. Um, are you? Oh, someone wants to know: are you taking any apprentices to teach them how to um tailor?
Only if they're serious.
Mhm.
What I'm running into is that people they only want to come in and learn something that they saw on TV, or they want to just learn how to make pillows and
Mhm.
stuff like that. I want an apprentice who I can make a second me.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I don't want, and you got to be dedicated. I don't want to set a schedule aside for a week and then I don't see you next week or the week after. I don't want it sporadic.
Yeah.
I want you to be just as focused on it as I am.
Yeah. That makes sense. Okay. What other questions? What's your recipe for a good relationship?
Open communication,
Mm.
honesty. Um, Definitely God has to be in the mix.
Okay.
Has to be. It is a must. Like
Mhm.
non-negotiable.
Yeah.
God got to be in the mix.
Now, do they have to be like religious, spiritual? Do they got to go to church every Sunday? They got to sing in the choir. They got to
No,
usher. They got to preach. They got to mime. Like what? What?
no, but have a prayer life.
Okay.
You gotta know the man. I haven't always been at the point where I am in my spirituality. I didn't get here overnight, so I
Mhm.
don't expect anyone else who's new to it
Mhm.
or who hasn't been in a long time. I don't expect them to be where I'm at,
Mhm.
but know the man.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
That's it. Know him. Know him. Know his name. Call him.
Know
Okay.
him. You got yes.
Okay. Hey Kendrick. Hello. Another question. Oh, he answered that question. He is from. You said Columbus,
Columbus, Georgia.
Columbus,
Yes.
Georgia. Okay. Someone wants to know how big
What?
it is. How they.
That is a bit personal. Uh,
You can throw the church finger out. Right. Um. Oh, would you date someone who is in law enforcement?
I would.
Okay.
I
Um.
mean, long as they know that I'm 420 friendly, I'm no fraud or
Mhm.
scam artist or anything like that. But I do uh s- partake in 420 sometimes.
Okay. Another question. What are your green flags in the bedroom?
I like kissing and foreplay.
Mhm.
Um,
Kissing,
need
foreplay. Hmm?
need more.
That's enough. That's enough. That's all. That's all. That's all I want. Okay, okay. I think that is all the questions for you. We got to see what you look like from head to toe. You got to stand up and turn around. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't mind. Can you?
It's back up a little bit more. Okay, give it a little spin. All right, you all, this is Cedric. Cedric lives in Atlanta. He's from Columbus, Georgia. He is 35, 5'9", 190 pounds. He is a Libra, team verse top. He is a professional tailor. He also works at a nonprofit doing outreach. He is open to getting married and having children. He wants somebody who can communicate, who knows God. And I forget what the third one was, but I guess got 2 out of 3. He will date between 25 and 45. You can live in any city. He has travel benefits, so he can make it work. He wants to date somebody more average, not someone too skin, not too skinny, and not someone who's too heavy, deep, big, like he said. Has dated mostly black guys, but be open to other races. And he's into monogamy, or you all communicate about something. Tell us your
Right.
Instagram handle and spell it for us one more time.
If you're looking to follow me, my Instagram is Krishan Star One. That's ChrishAWNSTARR1. Also, you can follow me on Facebook, and my name is Krishan Star on Facebook as well.
Nice, nice. Now listen, if nobody hits, well, then they're gonna hit you up, okay? But if you don't go on any dates, let me know. I have a guy in Atlanta through my matchmaking business who I'm trying to match. I think you might be a good fit for him. So yeah,
Okay, I'm looking forward to it, Lamont. Thank you so much for inviting me on.
absolutely. Thanks for coming on. Have a good one,
No
Cedric.
problem. I see you around. All right.
All right. Okay, bye.
All right. Bye.
All right, all right. What y'all think of Cedric over there? Huh? What y'all think of Cedric? Somebody said they have a man for him. You playing matchmaker spicy soul patch, huh? Listen, what's it, Mar? I always have, I do matchmaking outside of this show that I have fun with. I have a guy in LA, New York, Philly, Dallas, Atlanta, DC. I have matchmaking clients who I send on dates all over the United States. It's so funny. One of the guys I was talking to today, he was like, "Oh, I don't want to come on your show." I'm like, "I'm not trying to get you to come on my show. I'm trying to send you a date with one of my professional clients who want to go on dates." All right, y'all supposed to tell me what y'all think of Cedric. If you think he's dateable, put a 10. If not, put a 1. I want all of y'all to vote. Okay? What I see tens, tens. I see my man, my man. Caleb, I'm coming for you next. Caleb, hopefully your app has updated. Tim, he what you know? I don't know, Tim. Oh. Oh my goodness. I ain't got nobody in Ohio right now. Sorry. Not in Ohio. But I can find you somebody in Ohio. Okay, y'all like him. I think his average score is like a 9.510. Okay, okay. All right, don't forget to hearts like this. We're not on YouTube. I think just do some hearts and tag a friend so they can join. I'm gonna go to Caleb and bring Caleb on. Hopefully it is working for him. Hello, hello, hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great. It worked. We had some technical difficulties earlier.
Yeah, I know. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. So Instagram is the ghetto. Okay, it's the ghetto. Like when I go on YouTube, we don't have no issues. Every time I'm on Instagram, it's either I can't see the person, they can't join.
Mhm. This don't happen over on TikTok. I'm telling you.
So if I'm honest, I don't know how to use TikTok on live. Someone needs to teach me. I need to get my nephew to teach me.
Yo, they got games over there, and then they have like challenges, and people compete with each other. It's a whole shebang.
And there's all this stuff moving around on the
Yep.
screen, and my ADHD would be like,
Yeah. The galaxy, the like
no,
cowboy hat.
they're like hearts and like roses and stuff people like have on TikTok. Like there's just a lot. I might try it.
Yeah.
I might try it. I might try it. We'll see. But I feel
Do
like
it. They be making money on there. I'm telling you.
I think it's most of the kids on there though.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. I feel like anybody can go on, but there was a mom on there a couple years ago. She was like, I pay like my $10,000 rent just being on TikTok live all day, and it was crazy.
Does she
She
show
was
her
on her
feet?
power.
What does she do?
No, she would be like a robot. So she would be like she would have these like canned responses, and if anybody sent like a galaxy, she'd be like a galaxy, thank you. But she would say it in the same inflection every time, and it looked crazy, but she got her rent paid.
I'm gonna
Okay,
try it. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. We'll see
do
if
it.
if people will. I'll get a new audience, but you know, I'm almost 45, so
Okay, okay. Never too old. Never too old.
now is it Caleb?
Yeah, it's Caleb.
Okay, okay.
Biblical.
I was trying not to butcher your name. Look, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Now,
Thank you
Caleb,
for having me.
are you single?
Yes, yes, I am single.
Do you got a man? You got a boyfriend, a husband, other room? Somebody think they're in a
No,
relationship with you?
no, just a harem, just a couple of husbands, just on the backlog. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
You gotta ask that. You gotta ask nowadays. You gotta ask.
No,
You gotta ask.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
that's true. No, no, no. Single. Very, very single. Um, Never been in a relationship either, which is a red flag.
Forever?
You said what?
You've never ever been in a relationship.
Never, never. I mean, I've been close, but no, never been in a relationship. I'm 25.
Oh, you're
So,
25. You're 25. That's
yes.
why. You're 25. That's why. So listen, don't listen. Straight people and gay people are extremely different. Most gay men get married between 30 and 45.
Hmm.
So you're in your 20s. Take your time, go to school, get a job, travel. Yeah, you'll be
Yeah.
fine. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
you're
yeah.
just getting started. Yeah,
Thank you. I
yeah.
appreciate that.
Now, do you want to be in a relationship?
Yeah, yeah. I wanted a relationship really, really bad for a really long time. I came out when I was 11, by the way. So,
What grade was
which
that? What grade was 11?
sixth grade.
I told my mom when I was in the fifth grade.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Sometimes you just know. You ain't gotta pussyfoot around it.
Like, hey,
Yeah.
this is what I like. Y'all like that. I like this. Y'all okay with it?
Yeah.
Yeah. How was now?
Hmm.
How was that coming out at 11?
Um, it was fine. Okay, so basically, I came out to everybody but my family. And then when I was 22, I got outed to my family by my family. So I was like, we were having a conversation as a family. We had
Mhm.
just gone through a crisis and everything. And I was like, I feel like we don't have good communication as a family, da 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 da. And my dad was like, yeah, like how you never told us you were gay. Right, right. I was like, you didn't have to drag me like that. That was crazy. That was crazy.
You like not you reading me
Right,
and
right. I
walking
was like, I
away.
thought it was supposed to work on it. Right. He's sassy for a straight man. I'll tell you that. You know what he said to me the other day too. He was like, if I was a trans woman, I would be stunning. I was like, hey,
Yeah, you gotta be careful, your dad. You gotta be careful.
yeah,
The mouth is probably like this.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Now, Caleb, where do you live?
I live in Chicago.
Chicago. Okay, now is that where you're from?
Yeah, ish. I grew up in like the burbs of Chicago, but I was born in Ohio.
What part of Ohio?
Columbus. So
Columbus.
Cedric and me both from Columbus.
Okay, yeah. Opposite ends. Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes.
yeah,
But Columbus is a nice country midwestern town.
yeah.
You're like you're happy to
No,
be
I
in
was happy to get
Chicago.
out of there. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I love Chicago.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Now,
Hmm.
and you said you are looking for a relationship.
Hmm.
Okay, so y'all, I'm gonna ask you. Well, I'm gonna ask you some questions about like who
Yeah.
you are, your dating preferences. And I definitely want somebody to come on and ask Caleb a question. So at any time, you all can wave and ask Caleb a question. Okay. Or y'all can shoot your shot with Caleb. All right. So you're
Yeah.
25. You're in Chicago. How tall are you, and about how much do you weigh?
I'm 5'8". I think I'm 190. I think Cedric and I are the same exact height and weight, which is crazy.
Really? Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, both are solid over there. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
5'8",
Yeah, I'm 30.
190. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm an Aries.
Okay. What are some good things about Aries?
We're motivated, we're passionate. We're known as the crybaby of the zodiac, which I'm not a crybaby. Um, but I like to get my way.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
I think Pisces are the crybabies. Pisces are the ones who will cry at the drop of a dime, but Aries, y'all
Mhm.
close by. Okay. Um,
Wait, what are
now,
you?
huh?
What are you?
I'm an Aquarius.
Oh, my mom's an Aquarius. Okay.
There you go. So, sexually, are you more team top, bottom, verse, or side?
Top.
Like 100% top?
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, love is love is love. And if I find
Not love. Love is love is love is love.
right, if I find someone I love, then like, all holds bar. I'm a romantic. Like when I'm in a relationship, it's like I don't think about anybody else.
I'm gonna start
That's
using that
about it.
response. Love is love. Love is love.
Yeah.
So we have to do
So
the gay math then with you. This is why I tell people do
okay.
gay math. In the last 12 months, what percentage did you top? What percentage did you bottom?
Uh, so I would say like 95% top. I bottomed. I was almost in a relationship with somebody.
Mhm.
The tea of that relationship is crazy. I can tell you, but
I'm listening.
I you're listening.
Yeah.
Okay, he was bisexual, and we broke up because he found out through dating me that he could not end up with someone who couldn't give him a child. So we broke up. So which is crazy.
He
But
wants to be in love with somebody who can give him a child.
yeah, so he wanted to end up with a woman.
What about surrogacy or just, you know, he
I
doesn't
don't
want to
know.
do that? Like,
I have no idea. So he was, I don't know. I think he was just like, I think he just wanted to be with a woman at the end of the day, and that was his way of saying it. And I was like, hey, that's okay. But
you let him top you. That's what you're saying.
yeah. We were in love.
You're in love. How long were y'all in love and dating, Caleb?
How long were we dating? 4 months.
4 months. Okay. We get. Is that the
Yeah.
longest you've dated somebody?
No. I would say like 8 months.
8 months. Okay. So 8 months. I feel like y'all in a relationship at 8 months.
Yeah.
No.
That was when I was 19, 20.
Okay.
And it was my first time really dating, and I had some avoidant tendencies that I had to work through,
Okay.
and
Okay.
that's on me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Self
hmm
reflection is good. Okay. So 4 months with that guy. I bet you he'll get somebody pregnant and then come back to a man.
Hey, more power to him.
I got $10 on it. Okay.
Yeah.
Um. Okay. So you're more top though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And what type of work do you do?
I'm an actor, so um, I would say I'm an interdisciplinary artist. So like, I do you know Second City?
Second City.
Yeah. It's kind of like SNL but on stage.
Hmm.
Um, So I work in comedy primarily right now, but like I'm an actor, writer, director. I put up my own original show at Second City
Oh wow.
this year, which is really, really dope. Um, so very young to do that. Usually most people are like in their 30s, 35 when they do that. So
Okay,
yeah,
Danielle, we
actor
gotta
and
go
director.
when I come. Danielle, I'm
Yeah.
telling her in the comment section. I'm coming up there in August. We're gonna come. Me and Danielle are gonna come and see you. Okay.
Okay, bad.
Yeah.
I love that. But yeah, I work in comedy. Um, yeah. So, but I'm also a writer director, and then I produce as well.
Okay, we love that, and that's full time.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
I'm 25, remember.
Okay, yes,
So
yes.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay,
I got a part-time food gig on the side.
okay.
But
So
yeah.
someone is asking, oh Lord, today. Do you currently have on a jock strap?
Oh my God. You weren't getting about spicy. I actually don't. I have I guess people love me in jock straps. But I'm in boxers right now.
What, do you have jock straps on your page or something?
No, on my Twitter, yes.
On your oh God. Is it the dark Twitter? Is it dark Twitter?
No, no, no.
Okay, okay.
It's PG-13.
Okay, 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 okay. Somebody saying
Mhm.
Second City is amazing. Okay. And
Thank you.
are you a bartender on the side?
No, I'm like a server on the side.
Server on the side. Okay, okay, okay. All right.
Hmm.
So tell us your Instagram handle and spell it for us, please, Caleb.
Yeah, it's Khalib Jackson. So it's KALEEBJACKSON.
All right, you all. This is Caleb or Caleb. I'm messing his name up. He lives in Chicago. He is 25. He is 5'8", 190 pounds. He is an Aries team top. He's an actor and also a server. If you have questions for him, use the question function or wave at me. You can come on and ask him a question. I do not have my contacts in or glasses on. So if
Me
you
neither.
try to put it in the comment section, I may be able to read it. I may not. Okay. Um, Tell us, since you 8 months was the longest, long time ago. 4 months was another one. Have you figured out like some of the qualities that you might want in a guy?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Um, I need someone who's emotionally intelligent.
Mhm.
I'm constantly journaling, therapy, really introspective. So I need someone who's going to be able to match me there. I really like men who are very, very communicative, straightforward, blunt.
Mhm.
I look, I can't, I'm a people pleaser sometimes. So I'm like, I need to know exactly what you want, and like communicate that straightforward because it makes me overthink less. And then I would also say, I love a man who's confident.
Mhm.
I'm confident myself, um, and I love hyping a man up. But one thing I can't do is if I hype a man up and he doesn't accept it.
Mhm.
That makes me feel bad.
Like if
Um,
you try to support him, you encourage him, and when you say doesn't accept it, like what does that look like?
you know when men get like kind of mean to you when you try to be nice to them? I don't like that.
Hmm.
I don't like that at all. I like a man who like if I'm Aries, I'm the hype man of the zodiac, so I'm about to like I'm gonna tell you look good. I'm gonna tell you you're good at what you do. I'm gonna tell you you're fine. And then if I do that, and then you're like you're a liar, da 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 da. I don't like that. Da, da, da. I don't like that.
Like accept the compliment. Take the love
Yeah,
language. Yeah.
yeah, and then be able to give it back to me too.
Yes, yes. Okay, okay. Someone wants to know, have you ever dated someone who's an actor as well?
Yeah, yeah,
And
I
how
have.
was that experience?
Um, he was a really nice guy, so it was good. I just don't do that anymore, really, because it's church and state for me. I'm really big on my career. That's another thing. I like men who are ambitious. I'm ambitious.
Mhm,
My career is really important to me, so I never want to muddy any waters because you never know who you're messing with. You know what I mean?
mhm,
Um, we were both very like grounded in reality, so like we ended amicably and it's fine, and we still work together now.
mhm.
But I will not do it. I was like, I lucked out. I
Yeah,
lucked out.
yeah. It can be hard dating somebody in the same circle, and as far as like career, because you don't know if you have to compete against them, work with them. So yeah, I get it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of like my advice is always don't do it until you really get to know a lot of people, and then you get to pick. Yeah, yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
What other? Oh, now what does the guy have to live in Chicago, or are you open to other places?
I'm open. I'm not that much of a traveler right now. I would love to travel more. I just my career has me pretty anchored in Chicago.
Mhm.
So as long as they can travel, then like I'm down. I'm down. And
Okay,
also like maybe we could travel together every once in a while, you know?
okay. Now, do you want to get married? Do you want to have children?
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Marriage is marriage is beautiful to me. And also having kids. I think I want to have a boy and a girl.
Okay. You want a boy
You
and a
know?
girl. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I think I would be a good parent.
Okay. What's a good age range that you'll date?
I won't date lower than 22. Um, and I've been known to date a little older.
How much
I
older, Caleb?
I will go up to 40s. I will.
She's too damn old.
I know, but here's the thing, like I've always been quite mature for my age. Everybody says that, old soul, da 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 da. But I don't know. I like men who are mature, and oftentimes my peers are not at the level I need them to be.
Yeah. 35,
Sorry.
35, 35 to the cap. 35, 35,
35.
35.
Okay, okay, okay.
That's 40-year-old men.
Right.
No.
Because why would they want me anyway?
Sex.
There you go.
A hard dick. That's it.
There you go. Okay, yeah, we're setting it.
Uh,
35.
35, 35.
Okay.
Somebody wants to know, what do you do for fun when you're not working?
I would say like I love video games, but I'm also like a painter and portraitist. Like, I mean, I have a painting right in front of me that I just did, but I actually don't. Actually, you know what? Like right under me, like I have a ton of my sketchbooks. So like this is one that I'm working on right now. Um, I don't know if you can even see it, but
Oh, yeah, it's a woman with
she,
an afro. Yeah.
yeah, super big. I'm really big on like super big, like oversized body parts, like super big nose, long necks, but especially like super sized afros. I'm working on a
Hence your fro.
um
Hence your yeah.
yeah. I
Okay.
think pros are gorgeous. Yeah. So I would say like painting, drawing, reading. Um, but I'm such a workaholic that I oftentimes don't make enough time for it.
Got to carve it out, at least in the morning or something. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Listen, they're angry with me in the comment section because because I capped your age at 35. They're like, Lamont, don't block his blessing. Y'all go find
Thank you.
somebody your own age, okay? If you are 40 years old, what are you trying to do with a 25-year-old? Like,
Yo, we can go on cruises. We can watch the sunset. I know who Sade is. Um, you know, I'm an old soul.
they gonna trade you out in 5 years. That's what's gonna happen.
Hey, hey, find me a Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm down.
It's not gonna happen. No, 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 no. Let me see. So what about body type? What do you like?
I don't really have a preference body type wise. I mean, this sounds cliche, but it really is about the personality for me. It's not about the body, it's how you hold your body. Like,
Hmm.
do you walk with confidence? Do you know how to dress yourself? Do
Hmm.
you, like, when you come into a room, are you unabashed? Like, are you unapologetic about who you are? Um, that's that's what's sexy to me.
Okay.
Um, yeah.
I think somebody's coming to ask you a question. I think
Okay,
it
go ahead.
might be. Let's see. Tim, are you coming to ask this man a question? Let's see. Um, Hello, Tim.
Hi,
Hello, hello, Lamont. What's your name again, young man?
Caleb.
Hey, Caleb. How you doing?
Good, good.
I come on here to give you some advice, if you don't
Oh,
mind me saying, sharing that with you.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
All right, okay. Well, I've been listening to you and watching your interview, and when you gave your age limit and whatsoever, let me tell you something. I've been watching you. You're very focused on a lot of things. So, with you doing your, I go this, I do that, slow down. Take your time on what you need to do. Don't try to sit up here and date older guys because I'm gonna tell you something from me being your age. I did the same thing, and what he did, I was 19. He
Mm.
left me when I was 21. So you have to be careful. And then did it to me and said in front of my face, well, I didn't want you no more.
Oh wow.
And that's what it is. So you have to be cautious and careful of dating older men because they just want you they'll say that's my piece, that's my boo, or whatever. And then when they find something new, they go into that and they gonna kick you to the side of the road. So stay focused on what you're doing and kind of keep up the pace steady. And as Lamont telling you, kind of stay in the age range to where it's comfortable because
Yeah.
40 is too
Well,
old to be
I'm
trying to
telling the
date.
40-year-olds to leave him alone. That's me. I'm saying stay out of his DMs. If you 50 and 45, don't be sending him no messages. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Blocking
Yeah.
saying.
my blessing. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Thank you.
Mm.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Y'all have a good night. Okay.
Thank you.
See you, Tim.
Uh-huh.
Tim said, "Let me come on here."
No, really. He said, "This is a sermon." He said, "You're sitting down. You're listening." I do want to clarify. I tend to date within my age range, like 2 3 years around my age. That's what I tend to do. I have been known to date older, and I usually don't do it because of those experiences.
Yeah, yeah,
I'll
yeah,
say that.
yeah. You know, but there are exceptions, I will say, but I am generalizing. Um, so you're open to body type. What about race? What do you prefer?
Black. I prefer black. I'll date whoever.
Mhm.
Um, but I prefer men of color, and I specifically prefer black men. There's just more synchronicities, understanding. You don't have to explain yourself as much.
Mhm.
Plus, I mean, black men are sexy, so like, there's that as well. But yeah, I would love to take a black man home to meet my father
Now, have you
personally.
brought a guy home to meet your parents?
No, he
None.
has to be right. He has to be
Hmm.
right.
Hmm.
My dad said that to me. He was like, no, don't bring nobody home that you're not about to marry. I said, okay.
Marriage. What if you've been dating him for like a year? Because most time guys, if they're seriously dating you, they want to meet the family at some point.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that was kind of his way of like saying like, if it's not serious, if you're after a year, if you know you're not about to marry this person, like there's no guessing. You don't got to be a year in. You know what I mean? When I'm with someone, I know. I'm not about to date somebody just to date them. I'm dating them for marriage. You know what I mean? I'm not about to waste my time.
That makes sense. But ask him how many women he brought home.
My dad,
Yeah.
well, he got a couple baby mamas, so
Saying why do we as gay men have to be held to a higher standard?
yeah.
And
Hey,
I'm like, hey, Dad, how many you didn't brought home? Oh, okay,
right.
okay,
He
okay,
wants me to be better. That's what it is. Yeah,
okay.
that's what it is.
Now, are you more into monogamy, open relationships, agreements, or poly?
Monogamy.
Okay.
Like I said, love is love is love is love. And I never want to possess somebody.
Mhm.
So if someone was like, I love you, and I am poly, I would be like, that's a conversation we can have.
Mhm.
I'm very open as a person, but when I'm thinking about my dream man, I think about monogamy.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, let's see what questions they got for you. If you have questions for Caleb, use the question function or use the chat. Let's see what we get. Are these from before? Or are these the new ones? Oh, yeah, I got to put some questions in there. These are the same questions from
Hmm.
Cedric. You are. Let's
Oh,
see. Oh, if you were planning a date for somebody, where would you take them?
planning a date. It definitely depends on the person. I'm not about to take somebody to a museum date if they don't like art. But
Mhm.
so I tend to like to get to know someone a little bit better before planning a date. But what I do know scientifically is a date that has your adrenaline rushing
Mhm.
are the best first dates because they kind of break that ice for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't stand a coffee date. I can't
Yeah,
stand
yeah, yeah.
drinks. Like a coffee date. Why our breath smells like coffee and now we're sitting across from each other with nothing to talk about. So I would say like an escape room or something where, like, it's like high pressure. So we see how we are in conflict and under pressure and how we work together and how we communicate. And then it breaks the ice. I would say that's like the perfect first date.
Okay, okay. Um, is it pink or brown?
Oh, don't they say it's the color of your lips? That's what I heard.
So that's his answer. Okay.
Yes, yes. I mean, my hair is brown, if that's what they're asking about.
No, they're not asking that about your hair.
Oh, okay.
um, would you date somebody that lives in Los Angeles?
Yeah,
You would.
and have,
Oh, you
and have, yeah.
and you have. Okay, okay. Let's see what other questions they have for you. Oh, what is that? Oh, Adele or Taylor Swift?
Uh-uh, uh-uh. Who asked that?
You say neither.
No, reveal yourself. No, 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 no. Hold up. I love Adele. I
Oh,
love Adele.
I
Down.
like Adele. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Who asked about Taylor Swift?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't like Taylor.
Right.
What's your dream international vacation?
Ooh, ooh. I don't think about that. I've always wanted to go to Australia ever since I was a little kid.
Mhm.
I don't know why I have like an affinity to Australia. I think it's just because like they have a lot of animals that can only be found like marsupial animals can only be found in like Australia and New Zealand. So I think I would probably want to go to Australia.
Mhm.
See the Sydney Opera House, stuff like that. Maybe do a little outbacking.
Okay. Oh,
And
someone
I
wants
know
you.
exactly what
Go ahead.
I said outbacking, and I know where their minds went. Sorry.
No. Someone wants to know if you can tell them a joke since you're an actor. Apparently,
No,
you have a joke.
no. That's the worst thing to ask a comedian.
No jokes.
Do
Okay.
you know that?
Um.
I can try that.
Someone said, "Can I get a lover here?" I don't understand people's questions. These questions. Um. mm, oh, these were from before. That's for that.
Also,
Oh. Someone said, "What's an outbacking?" Okay, I don't know. That's all the questions they have for you. We gotta see what you look like from head to toe. So you gotta stand up and turn around so we can see what you look like. Okay, Caleb.
get back if I have enough space. Hold on. Hold up. My room is small.
And we said we see the train in the background.
Yeah,
What's your ethnicity?
I'm white and black.
Okay.
I'm Jewish.
Okay. Okay.
Shalom.
All right, you all. This is Caleb. Caleb lives in Chicago. He is 25. He is 5'8", 190 pounds. He is black and white and Jewish. He's an Aries, team top. He's an actor. He is open to getting married and having children. He prefers that you live in Chicago, but will date long distance. He will date between 22 and 35. Yeah, 45-year-olds leave this little young man alone.
Please.
He is open to different body types as long as you are confident and you dress well and carry it well. Um, prefers black guys, but might be a little open. He's into monogamy, and communication. Tell us your Instagram handle and spell it one more time for us, Caleb.
Yeah, it's Khalib Jackson. So KALEEBJACKSON.
All right, thanks for coming on the show. Awesome
Yeah.
interview. Go on some dates and then come back and give us an update, okay?
Okay. Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. All right. Good night, Caleb.
Good night.
All right. Bye-bye. Okay, people. I thought that was a good interview. Okay. Why y'all want to know what parent is black? Does it matter? Mess in the comment section. Go ahead and rank this man. If you think he's dateable, put a 10. If not, put a 1. I want to hear what y'all think. I got who's coming on next? Justin, I got you next. Justin and then Brandon. Justin and then Brandon. I got you. All right, y'all. If you think he's dateable, put a 10. If not, put a 1. I thought he's a catch. He's definitely a catch. Y'all be like, ain't no tops on here. There you go. Hey Inca, I see you. Um, yeah, go on a date with him. All right, let's see. I'm bringing Cedric on. Cedric, I'm so not Cedric. Justin, I got you, Justin. Okay. Yeah, y'all cougars. Got cougars in the comment section. Let's get you a man your own age. See, there you go. Hello. How you doing, Justin?
I'm good. How are you, Lamont?
Awesome. So you gotta fix the camera because all we're seeing is this. This is all we're
Okay.
seeing. Yes. What you been up to, sir?
Uh, everything and not and everything and nothing
Give
at the
me
same time.
two things you've been up to, huh? Two things you've been up to.
Um, Work and travel, I would say.
Okay. Anywhere fun?
I just got back from Frolic.
Oh, I went to Frolic last year. I did not go this year. How was that? I missed it.
It was so much fun. It was better than what I expected.
Yeah. I like that.
Um,
It's like kind of secluded. You get on that damn ferry for like an hour or so. It's kind of annoying, but once you get there, it's like, oh, okay, we here, we good.
so I have a funny story.
Mhm.
So it was a friend of mine that invited me because I didn't know anything about it, and so he just said, "Oh yeah, just fly into Providence or whatever the case
Mhm.
may be."
Mhm.
And so the airport code to Providence town is PVC, but I ended up flying into PVD.
Yeah, they're like, yeah. I listen. Before I booked my flight, I asked like 10 people.
Right.
Like I even got in the not MapQuest, Google, like, hey, because yeah, you be in the wrong place. So what'd you end up doing? Or like, what happened?
So I ended up taking an Uber to PVC.
Was that like $100?
It was like 150 or something like that.
Compared
Yeah,
to
it's
a
like a
$20.
2 hour. It was like a two. Yeah, it's like a 2 hour drive. But the thing is, like, I heard of like Providence is like a gay town or whatever,
Mhm.
and Province town is also a gay,
Yeah.
and so that's why I got confused. So that's why I was like,
Yeah.
okay, whatever.
I
I made it though.
I understand. I almost made the same exact mistake. And somebody said I'm over dating myself talking about MapQuest. Yes. Y'all use MapQuest.
We all had them printouts.
Yes. Trying to go to a date's house, printing out the instructions to get there. Yes.
Right. Or may if it's up for me, if it's more than two left turns, I'm not going.
Yes. All right, so Justin, good. Justin, you're here in Atlanta, right?
I
Uh,
am. I'm still here in Atlanta.
yes. Tell us how old you are.
I'm 42.
42. Look, listen. They've been waiting for you, okay?
I'm here.
They've been waiting
Well,
for men in their 40s.
I saw a post the other day, and they were like, "Where are all the older millennials?" And because we're not like on online, like we don't be outside like that, and so like I'm here, but whatever,
Y'all need to get outside more often. That's what it is.
right?
Y'all too busy working and traveling. But going to events like Frolic that get you outside so you can meet people.
Yeah, that was kind of the main idea.
Yeah.
But this year is my never seen, never been tour. So I'm
Hmm.
only traveling to places I've never seen or been.
I like that. That way you can, experience something new.
Yeah.
Okay. What's this
Mhm.
melanin baby doc said? That's my friend.
That's my friend.
Okay. So you're in Atlanta. You're 42. How tall are you, and about how much do you weigh?
I'm 6'1", 215.
6'1", 215. Okay. What's your zodiac sign?
Scorpio.
Scorpio. Okay.
Y'all don't have a lot of Scorpios on here. I feel like I need to represent for the Scorpios.
I be talking shit on Scorpios, so they don't usually come
Yeah,
on the
and it's
show.
not very positive.
I say nothing nice about Scorpios, so they're probably like, I'm not fucking with him. I'm not going to that show because he could talk trash on me. I'm just saying.
And you're an Aquarius, right?
Yes.
That's why.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a, you know,
I dated one before and I never do it again.
likewise. And I made sure I didn't marry one. I made sure I didn't marry one. Okay. It's like I will be smoking the city. I'll burn the house down.
Right. Right.
So Scorpio, but you must be a good Scorpio.
I'm the best Scorpio. I'm a November Scorpio. I'm the true Scorpio. We're just I think we're mostly Scorpios are just misunderstood. Like we're very intense with our love.
You're borderline psycho killers. Like,
No, that's only if you are like if there's something negative that you're trying to come at us with. Like, you know. But that's not a side that it's not a side that I like to show. And it's not a side that I like to get to. So it's
but it
like
exists. It's there.
it's there.
That's all I'm
I can't
saying.
I mean, I saw something online where they said the signs that have the most thoughts about killing somebody.
Right, right, right.
But we
I,
would never do
I
it.
think it's
We
because
would never do
here's
it.
the thing. I can see it. I'd be looking like I'm like that thought just flashed through your head. Like I'm like, where
But
is
we
my
would never do it, and the reasons why is because we can't be confined to a space.
I'm just saying I've not said anything untrue. I've not said anything untrue. It just,
But we also value like communication
Mhm,
and reciprocity and loyalty. So I would say like those are like our best qualities.
okay, okay. You know, I will not generalize people. Okay.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
All right. So, are you team top, bottom, verse, or side?
So, you know, the last time I was on this show, I got all this flack because I identified as what they're called now a side.
Okay. Okay.
And so back then I was just like, oh, I practice the art form of frottage.
Frottage is mutual baiting and docking and all that type of stuff.
Who?
You know, heard of docking?
No, what is it?
It's like I guess.
Oh, you sword fighting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like
Yes. Yes.
it's called a sword fight.
Sword fight docking. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And so like I think I right now I identify as a sideburns.
A side verse. So you
Mhm.
prefer just no penetration, but if you are gonna do penetration, y'all both are doing each other.
Yeah.
Okay. So most guys who are like predominantly sides, they're like, oh, I rarely penetrate. Have you penetrated in the last 12 months?
The last 12 months, yeah.
Okay. So what percentage did you top, bottom, side? Get your calculator out.
Oh my God. In the last 12 months, I would say I have not sided.
Hmm. So you're not a side, friend.
No, 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 no. I think that it's just been I think it's been the partners that I've had
Mm-hmm.
have not been side people. So I don't know.
So then what
Uh,
percentage did you top and what percentage did you bottom then?
I would say 50-50.
Okay, okay. So it's giving verse, but verse side. It's giving you true to your name. Okay, verse side.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. And what type of work do you do, Justin?
I'm in tech. I'm
Tech?
a product owner.
A project, what?
A product owner.
Tell me more about that. I don't know what that.
So I direct the roadmap for go-to-market teams for a tech company. So basically, I direct the teams that design sales processes and sales tools for all the sales people
Oh,
for our
nice,
company.
nice. Okay, so more like yeah, solutions. Okay, okay.
Hmm.
What's your Instagram handle and spell it for us, please?
It's he is just incredible. He HeisJustin Credibble.
Okay, you all, this is Justin. Justin lives in Atlanta. He is 42, 6'1", 215 pounds. He is a Scorpio, team versatile or side, depending on what's going on, and he works in tech. If you have questions for Justin, use the question function, or you can wave and come and ask him a question. Y'all been coming on stage tonight, so if y'all want to come and ask him a question or shoot your shot, just wave and I'll bring you on. You can ask him a question, okay? All right, tell me 3 things that you want your partner to have.
3 things I would like my
Like about
partner
his
to have.
personality or character.
Um, I like for my partner to be open-minded. I feel like I am a person that can pretty much have a conversation about any single topic and have an opinion.
Mhm.
And so um I kind of I kind of think of myself as a low-key sapiosexual.
Yeah.
So I get really turned on by intellect.
Okay. What's the longest relationship you've been in?
A year and a half.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. And you're in Atlanta. How long you been here?
Off and on 20 years.
Okay. So, because people was they say Atlanta has all the great men. They got good jobs, they're in their careers, nice homes, cars, they're attractive. Um, why do you think you have not found the one in Atlanta?
I've never dated anyone inside Atlanta as long as I've lived here.
Really? Why?
Um, I think what it is about Atlanta, and I've lived in most major cities, so this is not just an Atlanta
Mhm.
thing. Um, I think what it is about Atlanta is our ADHD is on. We should be on the spectrum.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
and I think that everyone is you're good for right now, but what else is out there? So you're sitting here and you're really enjoying yourself. He's like, oh, this dude got everything, got a house, he got liquor, he got weed, he got all this stuff.
Not liquor
He's
and
there.
weed.
Okay. Um, and so, like, what is it? But because you're sitting there thinking about, oh, what else is out there? What's at Bulldogs? What's on the corner? What's on Cypress? It's like that. And it's like, I'm not gonna compete with the streets.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
so I know what I have. And so I would I would rather just allow you to just kind of figure out what you want
Mm-hmm.
and go on the way.
Yeah.
Because at this particular stage in my life, like I'm not gonna accept like mediocre because I'm not gonna give you mediocre.
Yeah. 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 And what part of Atlanta do you live in, if I can ask?
Southwest.
Southwest. I will tell you, most couples I've been in Atlanta since 2006. Most couples who get like married or they shack up or they're like, hey, we're committed, we live together. They move out of the city. They move on the outskirts of Atlanta. They get their house and they move out there, and that's what they entertain themselves, their families. I think it's rare. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but the married couples typically don't live in Midtown, Buckhead.
Mhm.
It might be different for the white gays, but the black gays, they move on the outskirts. They that's what they do. So they don't have to, I think, one, be tempted to be like, oh, let me be at the club all the time. And two, they
Mhm.
just enjoy their partner and their family.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, I have had thoughts about, okay, maybe I really want to go outside of the city and just kind of like build my compound out there. Because I mean, it's very convenient right now. I
Mhm,
bought the house because it's the proximity to the Beltline.
mhm, mhm,
So it was more so an investment.
mhm.
Um, so I get that, but I also think that one thing about Atlanta is that we don't allow proximity to stop us.
Right. Y'all will drive, we will drive to Lithonia. Now, in New York, they're not driving 10 minutes. LA, they're not driving 15 minutes. In Atlanta, we'll
But
drive to Stonecrest, Duluth,
yeah, yeah,
Peachtree
and
City.
And the same thing when I lived in Chicago.
Yeah,
Like they don't move outside of a 10 block radius of their house.
yeah, yeah.
But so it's nothing for me to meet someone in Douglasville or Dunwoody
Mm-hmm.
or whatever the case
Mm-hmm.
may be.
Yeah.
I have a car
Because we
and I
have
have an
cars.
Uber.
That's what it is. That's Atlanta. Because when I
Right.
first moved to Atlanta, I didn't have a car. I was on MARTA, and I was like, "Damn,
I didn't
I
either.
need to get a car because you got to get around." But I think single living in the city is good, so you can meet people. But once you
Hmm.
start dating, then you're like, "Listen, babe, we moving out. We moving."
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. Now, do you want to get married? Do you want to have children?
I'm open. I'm open to it all.
Okay. Okay. Does he have to live in Atlanta, or are you open to other cities?
No, I mean I travel on a regular basis, so yeah. You living here is not a thing for me.
Okay.
Because I really feel as though like we might see each other about the same time anyway.
Based on how often you travel. Okay.
Right.
So different cities. Okay. What's the age range for you? What's the youngest you'll go? What's the oldest?
Now you just ate up this
I
this
did, but
25-year old.
don't say 25, Justin.
Well, I have okay. My age range would be my age range
See, look,
would
before you even say anything, y'all be trying to fuck the 20-year-olds, okay? And trying to fall in love. That no,
no.
get you a good man around your age.
No, they be trying me. They be trying me more than my age. So it's like, okay. Let me see what I can do. But no, I think my age range for a relationship would probably be like 28 to 52.
You 42.
Hmm.
Can we leave the 20-year-olds alone? Can we leave the 20s alone? Can we leave the 20s in the past?
Well, here's the thing. I was one of those 20-year-olds dating my age
And where'd that get you?
and got me through my 20s.
30.
Okay. No, like I think like no, this new generation, like they're different. Like they're rather loud, first of all. Um and I really feel as though like they could teach, like I really feel like the world's problem is going to be solved by the 20-year-olds like right now because they are disruptive. They have a
We're not
Malcolm
looking
X
for
spirit.
coworkers. We're looking for partners,
I
lovers.
get that, but I'm saying like they're disruptive. They have a Malcolm X spirit about themselves.
Hmm.
So, I feel like we could teach each other something.
30 to what? What's the highest you going?
52.
What
Well,
about?
I can't creep into my mom's age range. She's single too. She out here in the streets. We might be trying to find the same one.
I went to a fashion show and this man was flirting with me and my mom, and I'm like,
I've been to Bulldogs where a man was flirting with me and my cousin, and she's a whole woman.
this is Atlanta. This is Atlanta.
Right.
Yes, yes,
And within 15 minutes of each other. So it's like, what the hell is going on?
yes. Um, what about body type? What do you like?
I'm pretty open. I'm pretty flexible with that. I have recently just gotten into like fitness and athletics and things of that nature. So it's always good to have common practices or common goals. So I'm open.
Okay, like a more average athletic but open. Okay. Um, what about race? What do you prefer?
I'm actually open. A
Okay.
lot of people, I found that a lot of people think that I date only white people,
Hmm.
but I've never dated a white person. I've never dated outside my race.
But you would be open to it. Okay.
Mhm.
What about like monogamy, open relationships, agreements, poly? What do you like?
That's between me and my partner. I feel like every relationship needs to have its own set of rules, and it's nobody else's business.
Okay. We call it agreements. Whatever y'all
Oh,
communicate about. Yes.
okay.
Okay, okay. If y'all have questions for Justin, use the question function or use the chat or wave. I want somebody to come on and ask Justin a question. Let's see. Let's see. Um, get on this list. Yeah, y'all gotta put the questions in the chat. I don't know why Instagram, they should just delete them once I ask these questions, but you have questions for Justin, use the chat or the question. If you wave, you can come on and ask him a question. What are your deal breakers in a relationship?
I just do not like a liar.
Mm-hmm.
Like it does something to me. Um like I hate when someone tries to police my feelings, and so they will lie to cover up the way they think I'm going to feel. And
Mm-hmm.
it's like, no, like allow me to have my feelings, no matter it's going to be positive or negative. We
Hmm.
can work through them, but don't lie, because I remember every single thing. I keep a filing cabinet in my head. Um, and
Scorpio.
so I can pull out dates, times, your tone of voice, what you wore, everything about the story. And so when I feel as though like you're not being truthful, that's when I start to be like, okay, because I've always been taught a person that lied to you will kill you. So I just don't want that energy.
We don't. Someone said, did you go to the dick doc while at Frolic?
Oh, that thing. No, I didn't go.
No,
I
you
didn't.
don't.
I didn't make it.
Okay,
I didn't
okay,
make it.
okay. Um, you wanted to know. Who's your musical influence? Is there an artist that you love that you know?
Like for just any occasion, or
Just
just like,
anything. Yeah.
um. Okay, well, this is just I guess funny known fact, but I mean, I work out to like ratchet girl music,
So you have the sexy red
all of them.
twerking, all of
My
it.
favorite
Gorilla.
playlist, my favorite playlist is High Maintenance on Apple Music.
Okay. Do you start twerking while you working out?
No, I might mouth some words, but no, I'm not gonna twerk. or
Ah!
it gets me through a hard set. You know what I'm saying? Like, and a bitch that made me mad. I'm like, oh, let me.
Ah! A mess. A mess. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, do you prefer to sword fight with a medium, small, or large sword?
um, I don't really. I don't think I have a preference. I don't think I have a preference.
Okay.
No.
Any will do. Any will do. Um.
Well, yeah, I don't think I have a preference. No.
Okay. Um. What is something you used to care about when you were younger, when choosing a partner that you do not care about now?
Oh, that's a good question. Um, Something. I would say. I guess. Whether or not like. I guess like just to age me. I guess if they if they drive, because
Hmm.
that's not like a
It's not
deal breaker
okay.
anymore. You know what I'm saying? Everyone has like their ways of getting around. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But it used to be, can you come pick me up? I got $5 on your gas, and it's like, no, that's not gonna work with for me.
Oh! Yeah, so you gotta
I
have
don't even.
so
I barely even drive my own car. I drive my own car like 100 miles a month. So you
okay.
think I'm about to gonna pick you up? Yeah,
Like no. Do
right.
guys even pick each other up anymore or do y'all meet out?
I mean, there are people that would be like, um, oh, I'm not mobile or whatever the case may be. Can you pick me up, or can you send me a Uber, or something like that? I'm like,
Mhm. Would you send a guy Uber if you were on a date with him?
not on the first date.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's fair. It's like you figure out how to get there and I get you home.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
right.
Let's see what other questions they got for you. Someone said Lamont have an Atlanta mixer. I'm gonna have one soon. Yes. Okay, I think those are all the questions they have for you. We gotta see what you look like head to toe. So you gotta stand up, turn around, so we can
Oh God.
See what you look like.
Hold on, let me fix myself. Hold on.
All right, y'all. This is Justin. Justin, these shorts. Where are you going in these shorts?
I'm at home.
Justin lives in Atlanta. He is 42. He's 6'1", 215 pounds. He is a Scorpio team, versatile or a side. He works in tech. He's open to getting married and having children. He will date between 30 and 52. He likes guys who are average, athletic, solid, open to race, and he's into agreements. And when he works out, he listens to ratchet music. So be careful, people. Tell them your Instagram handle and spell it for us one more time for us, Justin.
He is. Oh, and also I love Kesha.
Kesha. That's I know
Kesha.
Kesha. Yes. She does all like hip movements and stuff, right? No,
No,
that's what's the other girl's name then? Who does the hip stuff? Shakira. That's Shakira. What does
but at the
Kesha
end of
do?
the day, I mean, at the end of the day, what I was trying to get over at Frolic is like the only reason why we have Beyonce's Cowboy Carter is because of Kesha.
I need to do my research then, Kesha. Okay. I'll do my research. Tell them your IG.
He is just incredible. HeisJustinCredibile.
All right, Justin, thanks for coming on. Go on some dates, and we want to hear an update, okay?
Definitely. Thank you, Lamont.
I can see you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay. Yes, I was confusing Shakira with Kesha. I'm not, I'm Inca, can you tell them? I don't be knowing music. I don't. I I just play whatever's on Spotify. Okay, y'all can send me some recommendations. What you all think of Justin? You think he's dateable? Put a 10. If not, put a 1. Brandon, I see you next in the queue. I will bring you on, Brandon. Brandon, wave at me if you're still trying to come on. Oh, two things I want to make. Thank you. Two things I'm going to tell you all. So I am going to be pushing out some content on YouTube. I recorded a in-person podcast. I'm gonna let y'all know this since y'all here on Wednesday. So I recorded a couple episodes of an in-person podcast, and I'm gonna post it on YouTube. So if you are not following my YouTube channel, you should be following my YouTube channel so you can get the content. So I'll probably post it. I'll post the first episode next Tuesday evening. So I'm telling y'all, because y'all are here, I'm just telling y'all. I'm going to tell everybody else a little bit later, but since y'all are here tonight, I'm going to tell y'all. Next Tuesday, I'm going to be posting a lot more content on YouTube for my in-person podcast. So make sure you're following me on YouTube. And then the other thing, we're doing a cruise in November. So if you want to go on a cruise in November, DM me. I'll send you the details. All right, Brandon, I'm coming to you. Some of you say you're already subscribed. Make sure your cousins and your dates subscribe too. Hello, Brandon.
Hey, how's it going?
I can't see you, which is crazy. Do me a
Oh,
favor. Hang up and then try to come right back on, okay?
all right.
Okay. Yeah, hang up and come right back on. Let's see if that'll work. Let's see. I know y'all can see him. I know y'all can see him. Yes, I've seen that about that other cruise. My question is, who are the people? I know there's another cruise that's planned for next year. Who are the people? Who are the organizers? Let me know. But the cruise I'm talking about is the one I went on last year. They're doing it again this year. It's a great time. So definitely DM me. I'll send you all the details for it. I'm gonna do a singles event on the cruise as well. Let's see. I don't know what happened with Brandon. Let me try to bring him back on. Mm-mm-mm. There you go. Now I can see you.
Hey.
Instagram is the ghetto. It's the ghetto. I'll try not to cuss. I will try not to cuss, okay? But
I mean, we all go here. It's okay.
yes, yes, yes. It's Brandon, right?
Yes.
How's your night going?
It's going all right. Just got from work like a couple hours ago. So that's why I'm all blacked out right now.
What type of work do you do?
I do massage part-time.
Okay. So you have to wear the scrubs and then yeah, okay. Now you wore out or you still got a little bit more energy in you so you can shoot your shot?
Oh no, I can shoot my shot. Yeah.
Okay. Now what do you think what did you think of the guys so far that have been on?
I thought there were some really good catches for sure. Yeah, first guy, I'm forgetting his name.
Cedric, the Taylor.
Cedric,
Yeah.
yes. I was actually really interested, but um he's in Atlanta and I'm trying to stay within my area, which is the DMV. I'm in Virginia specifically, but
Okay.
um it's not that I wouldn't, but just knowing my situation right now, I really can't travel as much just because of funds wise, but
Mhm.
like it would be, how would I say, a little uneven. And I don't like things to be uneven if you just coming to visit me all the time.
Right. It'll be one sided that he's always coming to visit you and you're like, you can't travel there. So you want somebody in Virginia.
If it's possible, if I all possible, yes, but I'm not completely turned off to dating somebody in another place.
Okay. Now are you single, Brandon?
Yes. Single.
Okay, we got to make sure we ask. Okay, are you living with a husband, a boyfriend, a partner, girlfriend, wife?
No, I'm living with my sister, but yeah, no,
Not a sister wife,
no,
just like a sibling, though, right?
yeah, sibling.
Okay. What part of Virginia are you in?
I'm in Woodbridge, so about like 45 minutes outside of DC.
Okay. So you're in the DMV area. Okay. And how old are you?
I'm 36.
36. How tall are you and about how much do you weigh?
I'm 5'10", and I go back and forth between like 175, 180,
Okay.
depending on how much food I have in my belly.
As we all do. Now, are you originally from the DMV area, or are you somewhere else? From somewhere else?
No, I pretty much grew up in this area, but I actually was born in Hawaii because my dad was in the military.
Okay. Now, so you're so army baby. Okay. So did you like move around a lot?
No, right after I was born, they moved to the DC area and they stopped. So good thing I didn't have to deal with all of that.
Okay. And how long you been living with your sister?
I've been with her for like a couple years now.
Couple years. Okay. And what's your zodiac sign?
I am an Aquarius, so we have that in common.
A January Aquarius or February Aquarius?
I am on the cusp, so I'm like an Aquarius. I'm like the 17th.
Of January. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm a February Aquarius. You're almost a Pisces. Yes. Okay. And so I heard you say you are a massage therapist. Is that full time, part time?
Part time.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very hard on the body, and so I specifically want to do part time so that I don't burn out, as they call it.
Like how many massages a day do you feel like you can do without like killing your hands?
Well, I usually do like 8-hour shifts, so it depends on how many like fill up within there.
Mm-hmm.
But doing that like 40 hours a week, it can be really rough.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you do? So that's part time. Do you do anything else full time or part time?
Yeah, so I do drive Uber
Mhm.
and then I also dance. I've been paid to dance before, but as of now, not as much. Yeah, so I kind of go back and forth between massage and Uber.
Okay, what type of dance?
I've done all kinds. I've started with Kathak, which is a classical Northern Indian dance. I've done ballet, modern jazz, like different African diasporic dance, and lately mostly what I do is whacking, which is similar to Vogue.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you can do it all.
Yes.
Okay, we love that. And are there any like videos or pictures on your Instagram that show you doing like any type of dance?
Yeah, of course. I actually getting into doing more dance videos.
Mhm.
I want to be able to like do more in that realm. So I actually have like a couple of those on there for
Okay,
sure.
okay. We'll go with I don't know. I don't know if your page is showing up. Let me look and see something. Can you all see his page? Sometimes Instagram shows it while you're live. It's not showing it. What's your Instagram handle and spell it for us?
Yeah, so it's Brandonia Dance, and that's BrandoniaDance.
CE. Okay, okay. It's not exotic dancing, people. It's not exotic. This is cultural. This is some culture. Okay, yeah, all
Although
over the
I've
place.
done a little bit of burlesque, so I understand a little bit of that too. So I've been all around the map. I just dance is a good way to learn about culture, people, and just a lot of different things. So I that's kind of how I go through life,
Huh?
just dancing.
Can you J set? They want to know.
J-Set, no. I mean, I know a little bit about it just from watching it on like, movies and things like that, but have I ever done it like in a J-Set, like, like
Mm-hmm.
experience? No, no.
Okay, okay. Whew.
Fake like I know
Yes.
what I'm doing with to the people who don't know what they're doing.
So listen, you all. Apparently, you all said the guest their Instagrams have not shown tonight. So no worries. I'll make sure I'll repost this tonight, and I will tag everybody who was a guest so you can actually see this and go to their pages. I told you Instagram always does something weird. I keep trying to move us to YouTube, but we still here. We still here. We still here. Yes. All right, you all. This is Brandon. Brandon lives in the DMV area. He is 36, correct? He is 5'10", 175 pounds. He is an Aquarius. He's a masseuse. And he also drives Uber and a professional dancer. If y'all have questions for him, use the question function at any time. If you want to ask him a question and come on at any time, just wave. Um, yeah, so we are just leaving Pride Month, so we've been asking everybody to share their coming out stories. Yeah.
Okay.
You want to share with us?
Yeah, that was a sad day in America, I like to call it.
Why was it a sad day?
I was in middle school and basically I was coming home from school. And I think at that point you come home at around where I was like around like two.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And usually when I get home, my one of my older sisters was there. Because I have two older sisters.
Okay.
And when I get there this time, my everybody's here. My parents were separated at this point. So my dad was there, my mom was there, my eldest sister who lived in Maryland at this point. And then, the sister that usually was there. And so I was like, and they were all looking like somebody died. And so I was like, oh, what's going on
What
here?
happened?
Like,
Yeah.
and basically, in a nutshell, they told me that they figured out that I had gone on some porn sites.
Did y'all have like a shared computer in the house and you didn't clear the history or something?
Yeah. So I got caught, and long story short, like, somebody ended up having a panic attack. We had to call the ambulance, and it was a mess. But I think it was a blessing in disguise though, because it allowed me to come out earlier and to really like start really doing the work of figuring out who I was and what I wanted to
How old
be.
were you?
Whenever middle school is. So I think it was probably about 11, 12.
You're 11 or 12, and I guess you went on a porn site on, like, was it the house computer? Your sister's computer? Your dad's?
It was the house computer, yeah.
Listen, we had the house computer with the AOL dial-up. You're supposed to clear the clear out everything. So
Well,
who ratted you out?
I don't know. I don't know exactly who it
To
was.
this day, you
Yeah.
still don't know who was the.
I don't know. No, that's a good question for me to ask though. I'm sure they would be able to tell me.
I feel like you have homework to do. We need to find out who outed you, and then who had a panic attack.
It was my eldest sister. Yeah. I don't know.
And she's
She's all been with a little bit of the dramatics, but I guess from her side of the story, she was just scared of what was going to happen to me and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. I really don't know.
how is she now with it? How
She's fine. Yeah, she's fine. We're doing well together. But yeah, I don't.
it's the panic attack for me. It's like, ma'am, I'm not fucking right now, and you don't trying to fuck her. Like, like, and you like the same thing she likes. Oh my goodness, bless her heart. Oh goodness. Okay, well, thanks for sharing that story. Oh my goodness. But I want to know who outed you. Okay, I want you to find out who outed you. Okay.
I'll do my research. I'll let you know.
Okay, now tell us, what type of guy are you looking for? What are some qualities you want in the guy?
Um, I'm looking for someone who's honest, who has good communication skills, someone who's active,
Mhm,
because the dream is
mhm,
I can have someone who also likes to dance. They don't have to be a dancer like
mhm,
me, but likes to dance. So we can learn how to do some salsa together. I like to work out,
mhm,
so I would like someone to be able to do those type of things together. Doesn't mean you have to have the perfect body, but someone who
mhm.
would be able to do those things and not be huffing and puffing after the first 3 minutes, kind of a deal. Which no shade to that, but just with my lifestyle, I feel like I would do better with someone who would be able to do that kind of stuff with.
I thought you
Yeah.
wanted to keep it up. Okay, keep up with you. Okay. Um,
Mhm.
what's the longest relationship you've been in?
3 years, but that there was like a 6 month like break period,
Mhm,
so I don't know if you want to count that, but
mhm. Like
yeah,
on and off again
three.
for 3 years. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so they said I didn't messed up. Sexually, are you more team top, bottom, verse, or side? I got
So
distracted by the sister, having an anxiety attack. My bad, people. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. She probably gonna hate me if she watched this.
so um I for most of my life I've been more of a bottom, but over the last couple years I've kind of become more verse. So I would call myself a verse bottom and or verse. It depends.
Okay, depends on what.
I think it depends on the person. I'm starting to open more to being able to, be that dominant,
Mm-hmm.
part of myself. But yeah, I definitely would not be in a relationship where I would have to do topping most of the time.
Hmm. Hmm.
Like I'm definitely, yeah.
Okay. Well, let's do the gay math, Brandon. You're like, oh Lord. So, in the last 12 months, what percentage did you top? What percentage did you bottom?
So funny thing, I have not really been out there like in the past year. So,
Mhm.
but if I'm gonna put that to my whole life, like I would
Your
say,
whole life. Okay.
my whole life, I would say I'm probably like 30% top. Yeah. 70%, yeah,
Okay,
bottom.
yeah. So it's
Yeah.
giving first bottom, first bottom. Okay, okay, okay. Um, do you want to get married? Do you want to have children?
Definitely open to getting married. I don't need to have the title, but
Mhm.
if my partner is into that, I'm totally down to do that. Kids, I'm not really the type of person who wants my own kids, but
Mhm.
again, that's something that I can talk to my partner if they really want to have kids. I need you to know we gonna be in this because you ain't leaving me with no kids.
You're not leaving no kids. You can leave them women with his kids, but not me. Okay. Okay. So you open your.
So we just want to be clear about those things.
Okay. Okay. Now, does he have to live in the DMV area, or would you date somewhere else?
I would rather than be in the DMV area, but again, if they were outside of the DMV, like for now, I'd have to let them know like I wouldn't be able to travel
Mhm.
myself unless you put a ticket, because just gonna be real honest. Right now, the funds are kind of like a little tight, but I'm making my way up there. I'm making things work.
Yeah, yeah.
So
You mentioned that a couple times. Like, what's going on with you financially right now, Brandon?
So honestly, I just transferred into being massage therapist.
Okay.
So I'm new to the game. Like
Mhm.
I just graduated in August of 2025
Uh-huh.
or 2024.
Uh-huh.
Um, and so I'm just getting into that now. And so redefining like what work looks like for me, because I'm realizing I'm not a 9 to 5 person.
Mhm.
So learning ways to be able to make money in a way that works with the way that I want to live.
Okay.
And so because of that, still figuring out like different ways to bring that in, but it's slowly starting to get better and better. So,
Yeah,
and I'm okay with that.
yeah, there are guys who are massage therapists. They if you market it well, they do really really well. Like they make
And,
a good killing. Like yeah.
and get to those coins. So I'm trying to get my I'm
Mhm.
trying to get my my clientele up. And so that's where I'm at right now.
Okay. And have you ever lived alone?
Oh yeah, when I lived in Oakland, because I used to live in California for like 9 years, I had a space to myself.
Okay. Okay. So people are asking the question because you're a massage therapist. Do people always request a happy ending whenever you give a massage?
No, no, and that's not what I'm about. Especially since I am a licensed massage therapist, that's a good, easy way to get your shit taken away, and I'm
Right.
not trying to fool with that.
That's
Yeah,
that's
no,
that, yeah, yeah. Look, so don't ask for that, people. He's not doing that. He's not doing that. Okay, okay. So
it's
you
not that.
prefer someone who lives close, because right now you're not. Well, you do drive Uber, so you have a car.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, but you don't want to
I've
have
been
to
all the way
drive super
around.
far.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. What's a good age range that you will date? Like, what's the youngest? What's the oldest?
So for me, I feel like the youngest I would be interested in actually dating would probably be around 30, 31.
Mhm.
And the oldest I would say would be like around 46.
Okay. Okay. Um, what about body type? What do you like?
What I'm naturally attracted to is someone who is more athletic.
Mhm.
Um, but again, I don't need that. You like I can do skinny. I can do with a little bit of meat on your bones.
Mhm.
I'm usually not attracted to like more like big heavy set folks, but I will never say never.
Okay. Okay. What about race? What do you prefer?
I just prefer men of color.
Okay, men of color.
I'm usually attracted to white guys. Again, I never say never, but yeah,
Okay. What's your ethnicity?
I'm black.
Okay. And what's your spiritual or religious background?
So I grew up around Baptist folks,
Uh-huh.
but at this point I would just call myself spiritual. I am looking more into like African spirituality, so
Mhm,
like Ifa,
mhm.
Hindu, things like that. And I'm kind of leaning more towards those, and like I listen to a lot of like Buddhist thought and Hindu like kind of
I
thing. So
got
I'm
that whole
open.
vibe from you, Brandon. That's why I asked. That's why I was like, I want to make sure you get a chance to share that with the people. I can tell. Now, do you have locks under there or braids or what's going on with the hair under there?
Oh, I got my little dookie braids, so I had to cover them up. The parts are all, but yeah, my hair is like past my shoulders. Yeah,
Okay,
I just detangled it, and they in my little dookie braids. I don't want to
okay,
show that on
okay,
camera.
okay. I'm sure you have pictures on your page. I'm sure you do. Yeah. Okay, okay. Oh, now are you more into like monogamy, open relationships, agreements, poly? What do you like?
Um, I am interested in possibly doing the poly thing. I've
Mhm,
never done it before. I
mhm,
have done monogamy mostly.
mhm,
But it depends on my partner. If they really want to do monogamy
mhm,
and we have a vibe, like I'm totally down to do that. But
mhm,
I feel like what I would be more interested in is like, have a main partner. And,
mhm,
if we decide we want to, bring somebody in here and there,
mhm.
or, have some kind of agreement, then that would be fine.
So
But yeah.
so you said poly, but you kind of explain more of like open or agreement. Do you want like if there's a main partner, you all have a shared boyfriend, or you do stuff on the outside? Like, what's your ideal dynamic?
I can't say that I know that right now because
Mm.
again, I've never done it.
Mhm.
So it's one thing to have an ideal, but then when you get into it, be like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Right, right,
So
right.
I'm just open right now.
Mm.
Like I feel like ideal for now would be having a person, that I'm mainly with, and then we kind of have like, agreements of like where we want to go,
Okay,
and how we want to do things.
okay. And if you all were to do another person, would it be another top, bottom, reverse, or side?
I mean, it depends. Whatever we feel like at the moment.
Okay, you like just wherever the wind blows. Okay. Okay, okay. If y'all have questions for Brandon, use the question function. If you want to come on, ask him a question, just wave. Okay. Let me look and see what they got for you. Oh, would you dance for your man? Somebody wants to know.
Tonight I'm gonna dance for you. Yes. Yes, of course.
Uh,
Of course.
I can see you
But
dancing
you
at the
gotta earn
wedding. I
that
can see
though.
you.
You ain't gonna
Yes.
get that on the first date.
Would you say it again?
I said, but you gotta earn that though. You ain't getting that on the first date.
Not in the first date, people. He ain't dancing for you. Okay. Um. Oh, someone wants to know this question. Do you feel like you are ready to date, given you're financially still trying to figure some things out?
Yeah, I think it's possible. I just think it depends on the other person and what they want. Because if you looking for, extravagance, I don't have that right now. But I think that dates can exist.
Mhm.
You know,
You're not broke.
on a
Like
budget.
you got a job.
Yeah, I got a job. I can spend some time and some money. But we ain't gonna go skydiving right now. But I do want to do that eventually, possibly. I don't know.
My brother just went skydiving this week. I'm like, bruh, what is going on? I'm like, whoo, it's a lot. Okay, let's see what questions other ones they got. Let me scroll. Oh, these are so many over here. What other questions do I have for Brandon? Yes, you can go to picnic for a date. They're like, there's a lot of things you all could do for a date. How do your sisters feel about you dating guys now?
I mean, I feel like they both are okay with it. They both know I'm not, shy about it.
Mhm.
And if they have some feelings, then they haven't told me about it. And even if they did, like, I don't know what to tell you. I'm gay.
Right, right. So, so,
I
so
like
you're
men.
so you're living with your one sister. So if you were dating a guy and he were to come over and pick you up, and like, would that be fine?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so she'd be fine with it. Okay. Um, what other questions y'all got for him? These are from before. Instagram. Come on, come on. I think that's all the questions. Yeah, I think that's all the questions we got for you. Okay, Brandon, we gotta see what you look like from head to toe. You gotta stand up, turn around, so we can see what you look like. All right.
All right, can you see me?
Yes, just give us a little spin.
All right.
All right, y'all. This is Brandon. Brandon lives in the DMV area. I think is it Woodland? Is it Woodlawn?
Woodbridge.
Woodbridge, Virginia. He's 5'10", 175 pounds. He's an Aquarius. He is more of a versatile bottom. He is a masseuse. He also drives Uber. He's also a professional dancer. Um, he's open to getting married and having children. He prefers that you live in the DMV area. If not, you are going to be traveling to come see him. He will date between 30 and 46. Prefers somebody more athletic, solid, slim, average, guys that are of color. He is more into African spirituality, but grew up Baptist. And he is into whatever y'all into, whether it's agreements, poly, it's about y'all making it work. All right, tell us your Instagram handle one more time and spell it for us, please.
All right. Yep. So my Instagram is Brandonia Dance, and that is BrandoniaDance.
Nice, nice. Listen, great interview. Thank you so much for coming on tonight. Go on some dates, okay? And then come back and give us an update.
All right. Sounds good.
All right.
Thank you again.
You're welcome. See you, Brandon. Bye. Okay, okay. What y'all think of Brandon over there? What y'all think? Is he dateable? Is he not dateable? Would you say he dragging all that wagon? Y'all are a mess. Comment section. If you think it's dateable, put a 10. If not, put a 1. What do you all think? Because y'all sometimes y'all are not consistent in your voting. I will say that. Because there was a person on last week, y'all were like, oh, he's so handsome, he's so handsome. But he told y'all to your face that he lies to people he's in a relationship with. He's so handsome, he's so handsome. But he said to y'all he's a liar. I don't know if y'all remember last week. I want to see if y'all like, oh, even the comments on YouTube. They were like, oh, he's he's so cute, he's handsome. But the man told you he's a liar. But y'all voted him 10s and 9s, okay? People come on here and give you the truth. They tell you who they are about their financial situation, and then y'all drag them. Oh, but if they're cute, y'all let people slide. I'm just saying. Go back and watch the episode from last week. And I want you to look at all the comments on YouTube about this man. Y'all like, he told you he's a bold-faced liar. Like he literally said, I'm a bold-faced liar. We didn't say those words, but he just said, I lied to the people. And y'all like, oh, he's so cute. I want to date him. I want to. I'm like, and there's a difference between you just want to fuck them and date them. I get if y'all like, oh, I guess want to fuck him, but not date him. But y'all like, oh, he's so nice. I would date him. I look at all the comments on the last video I posted on YouTube. Like, look at all the comments. He's so nice. All right, people. Brandon, it looked like you were averaging about like an 8. They like you. They do. I was about to go left and I had to reel it in. I had to reel it in. All right, so I will make sure I'll repost this on YouTube tonight, and I will post this on Instagram. As a reminder, listen, I'm gonna post my in-person podcast that I recorded on YouTube next week. So make sure you are subscribing to my YouTube page so that you can see it. And then I think I am going to do a virtual speed dating event this month. So I will let you all know about the virtual speed dating event. It'll be private. And we always have a good time with that. And we don't record it, and it's for guys all over the country. So usually we have about like 60 to 80 guys on those. So that should be fun. All right. I will see you all next week. Good night. Good night. Good night.